everyone! This time we will review on the different types of annuities in mathematics of investment. But before that, please subscribe on my channel.
Hello everyone, afternoon. So we are now in the next chapter of our topic of our subject, mathematics of investment. The annuities. So annuities is a sequence of periodic payments made at a regular interval of time, usually monthly. Mga monthly dues. For example, you have to pay electricity, water, your internet, your loans, your salary is part of the periodic payment. Can be receivable or you will be the one to pay. So we have here a definition of terms for annuities. Payment interval. What is this payment interval? The time between consecutive payments of annuity. Again, payment interval, the time between consecutive payment of annuity. Then, periodic payment, the amount paid. Ang imong ibayad during each installment payment period, ang imong bayro nun, it's either quarterly or monthly, usually monthly, or you can pay your tuition fee. That's part of periodic payment. Term of an annuity, the time from the beginning of the first payment interval to the end of the last payment interval. So that is the term. We have also the term. Okay, next we have the type of annuity. We have three classifications of annuity. Correspondence with interest. We have annuity by term and by mode or date of payment. So again, we have correspondence with interest, we have by date of payment, we have by term. So we have type of annuity, correspondence with the computation of interest. We have what we call as general annuity. Unsa man ning general annuity? Annuities where payments are made at the beginning of each period, but the compounding period is not equal to the payment period. So general annuity does not mean there's no interest. Na siya interest, but the compounding period is not equal to the payment period. While simple annuity where payments are made at the beginning, same magyapon, and the compounding period is equal to the payment period. So for example, ang computation of interest is monthly pud ka mo bayad. If general annuity, we have here another explanation. Simple annuity for which the payment is the same as the interest period. So monthly ka tigbayad, like for example, you have a car loan, then the computation of interest is monthly, man ay simple. Whereas the general annuity, interest and payment period does not coincide with one another. So like for example, we have a housing loan. The housing loan, the interest is computed annually. So yearly ka mobayad yung interest, but you will pay the installment monthly. So man siya general annuity. Ang interest and payment period, wala siya ni coincide with one another. So an annuity for which the interest rate is compounded quarterly while you pay are monthly. Or sa simple annuity for which the interest is compounded monthly and payment are also monthly. Okay, so we have another type of annuity. We have this annuity by term. So classification by term. We have what we call as annuity certain. Unsa man ning annuity certain? We have perpetuity and we have annuity uncertain. Annuity certain, annuity with definite beginning and ending dates. Those loans or payments nga nasa contract, you know what is the maturity date. Like for example, we have car loan, so that's 5 years. So that's annuity certain. We have housing loan for 10 years or 20 years. Mo ni annuity certain kay baw ka og kanisa ka first mo bayad and the last date. So klaro ang iyang term. Next, we have perpetuity. Perpetuity with definite beginning but no ending dates. Example, ani, like the buho life. O you have to pay the electricity per month. Di na siya mo end. Transferable pa gani siya sa parents or sa iyang mga anak. So you have to pay. Perpetuity na siya. Definite ang pag-start once nagpa-install ka but no ending dates. Same with Wi-Fi. So other nga gi-avail ninyo installation. So that's perpetuity. Annuity uncertain, annuity with no fixed term. Example, ani, kanang mga St. Peter life plan, takahibaw, kanisa ka mamatay. So, that's annuity uncertain. PhilHealth o kakahibaw when to avail the hospitalization. That's annuity uncertain. No fixed term. So example ani, all types of insurance. So tanang insurance, annuity uncertain. Magkakaibaw when to avail. So like IntelliCare, MaxiCare, lots of insurance nowadays. We have that Fortune, nag-take cap before, or nabi tayo gitawag nila o study now, pay later. Okay. So, annuity uncertain na, no fixed term. Perpetuity, atong mga electricity, water, and all, kung ipong ipa-install, Wi-Fi. Annuity certain, naka ng mga loan nimo, salary loan, mga calamity loan, na siya fixed term, when to pay for 2 years, 1 year. Okay, so that is the type of annuity by term. We have also type of annuity by date of payment, ang tingbayad nimo. We have what we call ordinary annuity. Yung something ordinary annuity. Payments are made at the end of each payment interval. Sa katapusan na ka mo bayad. Like, example, ani, same with electricity, di ba? Mo avail ka una, then pila mo na consume, or water. Pila mo na, that's an ordinary annuity. You have to consume first. Based on your consumption, you will pay at the end of each payment interval. Sa katapusan na ka mo bayad, or sa end of term. So, kanang mga, mayroon nun nga, you have to avail first, then pay later, kina kay billing. Annuity due, annuity where payments are made at the beginning of each payment interval. Kanang bitang bili ka ka-avail, huwag ka kabayad. You have to pay first before ka maka-avail. Tanan nga type of insurance, you cannot avail without the payment. So that's annuity due. Deferred annuity, annuity where payments are made at the end of each payment interval with first payment made on later date. Mga ni siyang mga naka-deferred like car loan. Usually, ang car loan kaya depende man na siya sa imong down payment. So, like, that's 2 million for example. Yan, nag-down ka daan og mga 1 million. So, naka-deferred ang imong first payment later na. Depende sa imong down payment. Naman po yung mga installment yung no down payment like motorcycle na siya mga as promo nga wala siya down payment. So, naka-deferred siya. It depends upon the amount you paid in down payment. Like, TV niya, ni half nakadaan. So, naka-deferred to imong amount nga installment. Later, nakakadepende siya. So, tanan nga na down payment, that is deferred annuity. Okay? So, these are type of annuity by date of payment. Ordinary, annuity due, and deferred annuity. So, we are now in the formula for annuities. We have this amount or sum or amount of an annuity denoted by S. We have this A, present value of an annuity. We have this R, periodic payment. Also itong periodic payment, ang imong ibayad per term, naapuntay term of an annuity. We have still the total number of conversion period, which is TM. We have the periodic rate. So same ra with the compound interest. So the formula for sum or amount, R, or the periodic payment, is multiplied by the quantity 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 over I. Okay, so you will solve here starting from I. Do not round off only the final amount. Whereas for the present value here, compound, or A is equal to the periodic payment times the quantity 1 minus 1 plus I power negative n. Negative total number of conversion period over periodic rate. If we have what we call as cash equivalent, kana bitang mupalit ka o something or a computer set or appliances, you have to pay down payment. So you have to identify pila iyang cash, pila cash nimo ba, what if mo cash ka dili ka mo installment. So mani siya ang formula, ang down payment plus the present value. Again, down payment plus the present value. So you have to solve the present value added to the down payment. Ano siya cash equivalent. Okay, we have an example. Determine the amount and present value of an ordinary annuity of 500 each quarter payable for 6 years and 9 months if money is worth 14% quarterly. Pila yung installment payment? R, periodic payment, 500. Quarterly, 14%. This is 14%. Your periodic rate here is 0.14 over quarterly, 0.035. If dili ni siya terminating, pwede na siya o I imong ibutang the rate per conversion period. Then the time is 6 and 3/4 years. Kay 9 months man. 9 divided 12. And the total number of conversion period, di ba TM? So we have there, conversion period is 4 multiplied by 6.75. Number of times you are going to pay, 27 payments ni siya. 27 equal payments. Required here is this amount and the present value. So you just substitute in the formula. Here is the formula. R, 1 plus I power n minus 1 over I. So 500 multiplied by the quantity 1 plus 0.035 to the power of 27 minus 1 over 0.035. So yan, yung total amount is 21,879 and 53 centavo. We are in 2 decimal places. Why we are in centavo? Whereas the present value, if you're going to pay in cash, so 500 times the quantity 1 minus 1 plus I, 0.035 to the power of negative. Don't forget the negative in your scientific calculator. Negative 27 over 0.035. So the amount here, present value is 8,642 and 68. Bayad lang ka og 500 every 3 months. After 6 years, ang imong 8,600, himo na siyang 21,879. There are 27 here equal payments since this is an ordinary annuity. Okay? For your quiz, you're going to solve this one. This is worth 10 points each. So you have to show the solution, write the given first, required, formula, then computation, then final answer. So find the amount of an annuity that pays 1,650 at the end of 6 months for 6 years if money is worth 10% compounded semi-annually. Second, mo ni siya ang katong na ay cash equivalent, down payment plus the present value. A dining set is purchased with down payment of 3,000 and a balance payable at 1,250 a month for 24 months. What is the cash equivalent of the dining set if money is worth 18% compounded monthly? Okay, that's all for now for the different types of annuities and the example of computation. Thank you for listening. You may comment in our stream homepage.
Thank you for watching. Please watch my other math tutorial and don't forget to subscribe on my channel.